What does it mean to have mentors, and why is it helpful if they're not 45 years old? Stay tuned. All right, so today I have Jeremy Miller with me. He is, well, I'll have you explain yourself, but one of the best things that we had today in class is an 18-year-old, are you still 18? You're almost 19?
Yep.
An 18-year-old who has been highly successful came in and said, I'm sorry, some of the things that I will say every day, but man, does it mean a lot more when it comes from a mentor,
Right.
and it's sometimes especially a mentor that's closer in age, and in some cases you are my student's age.
Right.
So, meet Jeremy Miller. Jeremy, please explain to everybody, A, what you do and why you do it.
Okay, so I have a marketing agency here in Indianapolis. I help with a couple of startups as well. One startup, IdeaVise, which has been a fast-growing startup. We went from 2 to 8 team members in like 3 weeks, so that's growing really quickly. So I work with a lot of startups, helping them bring their great ideas to fruition. And then of course, my marketing agency, where I just do a lot of Facebook advertising, a lot of video content for a lot of companies. I say my why, it's cliche, it's to serve other people, but it's grounded by my entire life has all been, I've been really depressed my whole entire life, and when you serve other people, when you help other people, it releases a chemical called serotonin in your brain. And when I was depressed all my life, the thing that got me out of depression was serving other people, was making other people happy. It's like Zig Ziglar's quote, if you want to be happy, make other people happy, or if you want to make money, make other people make money. And so my why is helping other people become happy, inspiring other people, because that inspires me. When I help other businesses, it helps my business. So it's all grounded upon other people, serving other people, making sure other people are in a better position than I am, because I know down the road, you know, the opportunities will come. It's just, I'm not focused on the money, I'm focused on the impact.
And one of the reasons why I brought Jeremy in, one, I'm really guarded about having people work with my students because I love them. But I will say one of the reasons, the top reason is, one, he is of their age, but two, from the day I met Jeremy, Jeremy has always been providing value to me first. I haven't even, he's never asked of anything of me, and that was one of the things that we hit on first today, is like, if you are successful, a lot of times it'll be because you are, there's a level of humility, but there's also a making everybody around you better. Right, so right. Here he is. Jeremy comes in, drives 40 miles one way to come and be with my students and impart, at least to start off with that. You know, who are you helping? Who are you mentoring? Right. And then who could you mentor? Right. And that's one of the things about the environment of this room. I love this classroom, but we are a safety net for each other. We strive to be successful. Right. And then Jeremy, you can also hit on this. When you become successful, other people might want to tear you down. Right. And so we're trying to be aware of that in the class before we reach a level of success. Tell people about that.
So, I mean, one of the most important things is if you're trying to become successful, or if you are successful, is your association, because I can throw down quotes like John Maxwell, you make up the 5 people who you surround yourself with. All those kind of association quotes are so true. And Don, I'm going to toot your horn here. This class that you've created, or or at least this class that these kids have created, and that you've given them an opportunity to create, is so amazing, because they're all working together. You know, what happens when you throw a bunch of kids in a room who all have the hustle, who all have the dream? Amazing things are going to happen, and I met all of them today. Like, I heard about Don like in the news or from other people, but to actually see it actually happening, like the ideas that these students have, but not just the ideas, but they're actually doing it, like starting schools, building schools in Ghana, like that's amazing stuff going on.
More on that later.
Yeah, but it's cool to see how important and what kind of crazy impact the association that you put yourself in has an impact on your overall success, either immediately or long term.
All right, so that's it for today. So my question to you is, if you're a parent, how are you setting your child up for success, but also how to make sure they're finding mentors, right, and always trying to stay humble along the route. Right. If you're a student, check yourself. Yep. And if you're a teacher, what sort of environment are you building for them to be growing together and be a support network for each other? I don't care if you're an English teacher or if you're a math teacher or whatever, your classroom, are you creating it to where it's an environment where people are helping one another? Right. They can find you at
Twitter. It's Jeremy Miller with 2 J's, so at JJ Emery Miller.
Now verified. So find him, Jeremy Miller, on Twitter.com. You can also find him on Facebook. He's really proficient there. He's a wealth of knowledge, and he's 18. He feels so old. So, Don Wettrick reminding you to connect with Jeremy, and then opportunities are everywhere. We'll see ya.